What's the worst piece of financial advice somebody has given you? Just get it at Rent a Center. When my mom said that she will hold my money for me as a kid. My cousin bought a camper. Went camping once. And then decided camping wasn't for them. Rather than selling it, they decided to just stop making the payments and let the bank come and get it. Which, eventually, they did. My father would tell me to max my credit card on a new car, and if they asked for payments just say F*******M. What are they going to do? My father is several levels of debt hell deep that he's trying to get out of now. But he's at least trying. So when I was 24, I was financially struggling. I had a job that worked me a lot of hours, but only paid me $10 an hour. My parents talked me into buying a brand new 2004 four-door Honda Civic. The pre-interest price tag on it was about $25. A few weeks after getting it, my hours got regulated and it took one entire paycheck to make the monthly note on it. I could not afford the insurance on it. I very quickly realized my parents were bad at money. My aunt took me to a car dealership when I was looking to buy my own first car. I was looking at the clunkers I could afford. But she said I should be looking at the new cars. She said, the total price doesn't matter because you make monthly payments. I suddenly understood too well why she had always been so financially unstable. My fill when I mention our retirement plan. I never contribute to my retirement account. Money now is always better than money later. I needed to have a conversation with my husband how we would not be supporting his mom and dad in their insane spending when they have no retirement plan and make huge financial mistakes on a weekly basis. Good news is they both make good money. Spend it quickly or it'll get stolen. Coming from someone with a history of losing and blowing their money. That an emergency fund wasn't necessary when you can always get a payday loan or use your credit card. He wasn't joking. Yeah, even if they've recently robbed you, you should still lend them the $500 they need to move to another city. They're your family after all. Dad, I don't even know how mom married your dumb ass. A relative tried to recruit me into Amway. He wound up stuck with a garage full of their products. One of my uncles once told me that I never really had to pay my phone bill. He suggested that I simply jump to another carrier and let the first company cut you off. His life has turned out exactly as you'd imagine. Hold on to those French francs. They will be worth a lot someday. I'm not holding my breath. Once you cut up the credit card, you don't have to pay it. My cousin is not doing so hot. I'm pretty sure there are warrants out for his arrest in several states. Take out a 401k loan to build a pool. It will raise the value of your house. Spend whatever is in your bank account the day before payday. You obviously don't need it. I've lived on my own since I was 17. I bought a car and worked my ass off to pay it off. It needed new tires, so I called my mom to ask her how to go about it. I literally didn't know tires had sizes, for Pete's sake. She told me to just go trade it in for a new car. And I fucking listened to her. I traded a paid-off 5-year-old car because it needed new tires. You guys. Just get another credit card. My friend who hasn't worked in 3 years and is currently just vibing with his new credit cards he somehow got approved for. 1976 San Francisco, keep renting. No one will ever pay $35,000 for a 2-bedroom house and garage with a sweeping view of the East Bay. Added later, I went back to visit the old neighborhood a few years ago. Those $35,000 stucco homes up many flights of steps perched on the top of Potrero Hill were now all gentrified, remodeled, gated, and asking $1 million plus, and that was 5 years ago. I got $90 and my 11-year-old son told me I should buy $90 worth of kazoos. No real plan past that. When I got to university and opened a student current account, I received an interest-free overdraft of about $1,200. I wasn't entirely sure of what that meant. My brother informed me. So that's like your new zero. And encouraged me to use it to buy a new gaming PC. For the next few years I really wish I hadn't taken that advice. He's never been too amazing with his money, so I should have seen that one coming. Don't worry about a career. Armageddon will come before you finish high school. My parents. Jehovah's Witnesses. Put it all on black. Don't take a raise if it puts you into the next tax bracket. And pay the minimum on your credit card to establish good credit. Asterisk asterisk, as others have pointed out. Sometimes getting into another bracket or other threshold may affect other benefits such as food stamps and other non-governmental assistance. Mileage may vary. I was specifically talking about taxes. Don't invest in a 401k. Luckily, I didn't listen. These Beanie Babies are an investment in our future. Edit. Thank you for my first silver. Join my MLM and make lots money. No. Know what's better than winning money on roulette? Doubling down and winning even more. Me to me. Don't major in computer science. Computer scientists are a dime a dozen. I did not take that advice. Guy the first haven't seen in 3 years or so wanted to talk me into starting a business with him. Because he just got into college for a bachelor's degree in business. Yeah, sure. Let me get my checkbook out in this badly illuminated garage while we're both drunk. Guy also got into MLM and weird self-optimization preachers. Get a bigger mortgage. You can deduct more from your taxes. Yeah, dumbass. And I'll be spending double that amount in interest, so why should I? Just ignore the collection call and eventually they will leave you alone. I didn't follow this advice. I had a parking ticket I didn't know about that ended up on my credit, and the guy the first mentioned it to give me that bit of wisdom. About 5 years ago, I had a friend who was trying to convince me to study through a private college because they gave her a free iPad. She never finished the course, but kept the iPad. You only got to keep it once you pay your fees and graduate. Mind you, the price of the course included the iPad, so it wasn't free. So last year, 4 years later, I get a call from the college asking for her contact info. She put me down as a reference and they were chasing her down because she still owed her fees and wasn't entitled to keep the iPad. Not me. But my dad's friend makes a decent more money than him. He owns boats, takes luxurious trips, buys top-of-the-line clothes and goes to the best restaurant where he orders the most expensive wine he can get. He always tells my dad to live more in the moment, telling him to invest in himself and enjoy his life. My dad is happily planning his retirement with my mom. This guy doesn't have a dime saved. He will work to the day he dies. Legit got told to. Don't buy food. It's a useless investment. Like the hell. Had a professor in this kind of bootleg college. He clearly took the job as a favor. He was some Wall Street type. He said he doesn't get why students who are young and have no assets don't just borrow a shit ton of money to pay for college. Then declare bankruptcy. Since they have no assets anyway. Aside from wrecking your credit. Student loans aren't dischargeable by bankruptcy. Incite me to go to a real expensive restaurant where you can spend easily $250 without drinks at a time. I only had $700 in bank account and had not paid for my car. Groceries and stuff. Because. Come on, we only live once. First year out of college. Working for a financial advisor. And he tried to convince me to put 5% down and buy an apartment in Chicago. It was the summer of 2007.